So our next topic is inheritance. Okay. As we had already discussed about the inheritance, as it is among the four components, or we can say the four building blocks of our Java, that is the data abstraction, polymorphism, data encapsulation, and one of them is inheritance. Now, what is an inheritance? So, if we say inheritance is a process to acquire properties of other class. Correct? So, what is the term inheritance is? Inheritance is the process to acquire the properties of another class. That means when we are using some other class functions, some data members from different class, we are using, and that is called your inheritance. For example, in daily life also, in some features of one class comes to the another class. For example, suppose let's take some class, some there is a such child that depends, that is facial expression, sorry, the face, the gesture, the height, or the size, that means that is the some property that is inherited by the child from its parents. That is a process called your inheritance. In the same way, we are also having the same process, that is the inheritance, in which we acquire the properties of one class, and that class which inherit the property is called the derived class, and by which that derives the property is called your base class. Okay, so we are having the two types of classes for the process of inheritance. One is the base class and another is the derived class. So what is the base class? Base class, by that class whose properties are inherited by another class. Okay, so one class, suppose, let's take one example. Suppose there is a class A and there is another class B, and class A class B is acquiring the property of class A. Suppose in this class we are having one function void add. We are having one function void add, and that function void add is used by our class B. Okay, by our class B, we are using the function void add. So void add is having the function in class A, and that function is used in the class B. So class A is called your base class, and class B is called your derived class. Clear? Class A is called your base class, class B is called your derived class. Now, except these names, there are also some other names. For example, base class is also called your super class, and your subclass, your derived class is also called your subclass. Class A is also called your parent class, and subclass is called your child class. Okay. So these are the some terms that with the super we will use the sub, with the parent we will use the child, with base we will use the derived. Okay. So inheritance, we will say what is the inheritance? So inheritance is a process that acquires the properties of one class, okay, from the another class. That means one class takes the property of the another class. The property means here your function, your data variable, member function, constructor. These all things are inherited. Inherited means they are used. So it also follows one property, that is the reusability. Reusability also inheritance follows. Now, what is the meaning of the reusability? Suppose here there is a one code written add. There is a one code written add in any of the class, and that code functionality we are using in another class. That means we don't have to repeat the code or to write the code again and again. We can reuse that code. So this is the reusability. So inheritance also follows the reusability. Okay. Now, when we are having the base class and the derived class, we are having some types of inheritance also. Okay? We are having some types of inheritance also. So we will discuss some types of inheritance. The first is your single inheritance. In single inheritance, your one class is there is only one derived class and one child class, or we can say one base class. So only one class is derived. Only one class is derived by only one base class. A. Suppose I will write here base class, and here I will write derived. So in this inheritance process, only one class is taking part as a base class and one class is taking part as a derived class. So when only one class is there for the base and one class is there for the derived, and that part is called your single inheritance. Here, that means one child is having only one parent class. One child class is only having the one parent class, that is called a single inheritance. I think it is clear. Now next is the multiple, second one, multi-level inheritance. Second is a multi-level inheritance. Now what is a multi-level inheritance? Suppose this is a combination of the single inheritance. This is your A, this is your B, this is your C. Suppose, okay. Now, when we go with the A and B, your A is a base class and B is a derived class. Am I clear? A is the base class and B is the derived class. But when we talk about the B and C, then we will say B is the base class and C is the derived class. So this type of inheritance is called a multi-level inheritance. Okay. So multi-level inheritance, we can say at a one time one class is I think it is clear. Now, your next is your multiple inheritance. Is it clear? Multi-level inheritance. And multi-level inheritance is not only for the two of your classes. That is, if I say A, B, C, no, we can also say D here. So if I say D, that means this is your base class will become and this is your derived class. So at level wise they are defined different. So in this level, suppose this is level number 1. So in this level number 1, your base class is A, your derived class is B. In the level number 2, your base class and the derived class change. So in this way, this is called a multi-level inheritance. Next is your multiple inheritance. Next is the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Now, what is the multiple inheritance? Multiple inheritance means we are having the one derived class, but more than one your base class are there. For example, suppose this is your A, this is your B, and suppose this is your C. So C is the derived class, and C is acquiring the properties of A as well as of B. So A and B are both called your base class. A and B both are called your base class. So when we are having the more than one base class and only one base class and only one derived class, that is one derived class is acquiring the properties of two base classes. Okay, that is called your multiple inheritance. But our Java does not support of this, but Java does not support multiple inheritance. Java does not support the multiple inheritance, but there is a one solution by which we can use this full concept. That is with the help of the interface. This concept can be this concept that is a multiple inheritance can be done with the help of the interface. So we will discuss when we are going to discuss our. We will explain. I will explain this when we discuss about the interface. Okay. Now, our next is the hierarchical. Our next is our hierarchical inheritance. What is the hierarchical inheritance? In hierarchical inheritance, this is the opposite of the multiple inheritance. That is, opposite of multiple inheritance means in multiple inheritance we are having the two base classes and only one derived class. But here we are having the two derived class and one base class. So suppose this is the A and we are having two classes that are derived with the A class, that is the base class. So in the hierarchical inheritance, we are having the one base class and more than one derived class. One base class we are having and more than one we are having the derived class. That is your hierarchical inheritance. Next is your hybrid inheritance. Next is your hybrid inheritance. Now, what is the hybrid inheritance? Hybrid inheritance is the collection of or more than one inheritance. We can say that it's the combination of more than one inheritance. Okay? Hybrid inheritance is the combination of more than one inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is a collection of more than one inheritance. That means we cannot say it's a collection, it's a joining, we can say, or the collection. Whatever word we will use, it is okay. But the thing is, how to provide this hybrid inheritance. So, for the hybrid inheritance, we are having two types of inheritance minimum. Minimum, we are having the two types of inheritance. For example, suppose I am using A, here B, and here C and D. Okay, so if we say A and B, they both are performing the single inheritance. So here we are having the single inheritance. And when we talk about the BCD, so here this is your hierarchical. Now on what we had discussed, this is the hierarchical because it is having the one base class and two derived class. So we are having the two types of inheritance, that is the single inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. So when two inheritances are combined together, they form the hybrid inheritance. So all the inheritance, I think clear. That is the single. Again we will revise. Single inheritance, it is only one base class and one derived class. Second is your multi-level inheritance. That is at one time one class will act as a base class and another net class only will act as a derived class. Okay. Third one is your multiple inheritance. That Java does not support the multiple inheritance because it means that we are having the two base classes and two base classes are combined together and they are forming one derived class. Okay. And one base class when derived into when used for the two derived classes, that is called the hierarchical. And hybrid is the combination of more than one inheritance, that is here we had taken the example of the single inheritance and the single inheritance and the hierarchical inheritance. So this is your single inheritance and this is your hierarchical inheritance. So both the inheritance combined together and they form the hybrid inheritance. So this is the our inheritance and type of inheritance. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to discuss our inheritance is a visibility mode and our overloading and override, because when we are using the function, so same all the same function we are using in the inheritance, because we had discussed what is the overloading. We had discussed what is the method of overloading in class 10 and 11. Also we had discussed what is the method of overloading. Whenever it is the same class, in the same class we are using a function name that is having the more than two weights. Okay, na? More than two weights we are using, that is called the same name. We are using again and again same function name. Then it is called the this one overloading, function overloading. Again we will discuss our function overriding, because we are having a different function of different classes. When these functions are same on the different classes, then how will it happen? So that we are going to discuss tomorrow. So till that, revise it and take care.